Do you think Asians dress better than us? And I'm talking about Europeans and Americans. And I know that we have a lot of different countries in Europe, different cultures, different ways of dressing. I'm talking about especially the fashion enthusiasts, the people that are paying attention on what they wear because they want to dress better. And we have, I think, two main groups in Asia, I mean probably more, but I'm going to talk especially about classic style, about my experience in Pitti Uomo, also the experience that Simon Croton is telling in his blog Permanent Style as well, because he's been traveling around. Mainly I'm going to talk about Japan, Korea, Hong Kong, Singapore, for example, where we have a group of people that is a minority of people, obviously, like we have here in Europe or America. Well, in America just few of them, but they love fashion. Fashion not in terms of what is trending now. They are really well dressed. They know how to dress well. They have like the perfect fit. Everything is like created with harmony, and this is at least from my own opinion, my perspective. For example, Chad Park, Alan C, or Shushei Nishigishi or something like that. Sorry mister, if you're just watching this video, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you are dressing really well. And maybe you don't like his style, but his style I think is perfect. This group, they know how to dress really well. They know how to match everything. They know how to create harmony. They have the perfect fit. They don't go too far. It's like a perfect match of casual and formal. They don't have like small lapels. They don't have like super big lapels. They have like just perfect lapels for their bodies. Sometimes they are like brave enough even for having just small things like a small touch of things, like maybe a small American touch, a small Italian touch that are creating like the perfect outfit. But you know that even Japanese say with the American style. In the book Ametora, it tells this story about how when the industry of denim in America, they started changing the selvage looms, the selvage equipment, to create selvage for the new version of denim, which is now like everywhere. And they started like just selling the machines because they started changing that, and also moving the production to Asia, like China, or like cheap countries like Vietnam also. Well, when they started with that, the Japanese came and just got all the machines for them, and that's why now they are specialized on denim. If you want the best denim of the world, you need to go to Japan. They know what they are doing because they got the knowledge and the machines and everything from America, which is funny that now if you are American and you want the best denim, you need to go to Japan, the Japanese denim, because it's the best of the best. Because Japanese love the classic American style, not the nowadays style. They love the classic, the Ivy League style, the classic denim style. They love the vintage Levi's, and they are not the only ones. Chinese or Koreans from South Korea, obviously, they love also the classic style. Simon Croton was telling this in his blog. He came for an event for around 200 people in Seoul, everybody from the industry, but everybody was so really well dressed with a perfect fit, the perfect suit, and the style was kind of Italian style, because the tailors that are now well known in Seoul, in Korea, they came first here to Europe, to Italy, and they started knowing, they started studying everything, they started working for years and years. And even when I was for first time in Pitti Uomo in 2018, I met some guys, some Asians, I don't know if they were Koreans or Chinese, I don't remember that, but I remember one guy that told me that he was working for Liberano for about 5 years, and now he was ready to come back to his country and start his own sartoria there, his own tailor shopping with the Italian style, because now he knows how to do and cut and do everything with the Italian style. So even it's funny that now there are people that going to Hong Kong or Seoul in Korea just to get a suit with Italian style but made there. I know that there's also slightly cheaper than Italy. I mean, depending where you go in Italy, because you have also in Naples a lot of different tailors that are like average price, like could be around like 2,000 something. The similar price that you are going to find also in Korea probably. I also know that in China you can find a lot of super cheap made to measure, but industrial, made is like a fucking bad probably. I'm talking about the good ones, the handmade and everything that is really well actually I remember now that that I have my own brand here in Spain, and I make things in Portugal and Spain and Italy. But when I was looking for suppliers for first time, when I was looking for different factories, I found the factory of Supply, and on his webpage it says, well, at least I remember that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find it now to show you, but it was exactly saying that we went to Italy to see how everything is made, and now we bring it here to China and we copy the stuff, but it's cheaper because it's China. It's not like made in Italy, but it has the same quality. That's why Suit Supply has really great quality for suits, and it's slightly cheaper, but not as cheap as used to be. I mean, I made videos about Suit Supply. I'll leave it there in case you want to watch it. Talking about Asians, this is what they do. They came here to Europe because they value a lot how we do things, or America. They even got the machines, they got the looms, they got the knowledge, and then they moved back to their countries and they start their own business and they make things even better than here. This is the world that we are going to see in the few next years probably. I mean, I'm not sure, because they are still obsessed with, there's this kind of two groups of Asians, that the ones that they love quality, they love, brands that are like Crockett Jones, even Berber or Baba if you are British. They even have a line specific just for the Asian market, because they have different bodies. They make things a bit slimmer. Even I know that there are people like me that we want the B-Ford or the the model Vidal that is made just for the Asian market because it's slimmer and not as baggy as the one we have here in Europe. There are a lot of brands that are selling a lot there, like Carmina, for example, Spanish shoes. They are also great quality, and the Armory, for example, is selling a lot of Carmina shoes. Also Berwick, which is another Spanish shoe maker. It's a small one compared to Carmina, but they have a line, a special collection just for Korea, just for that. And even there are models there that you cannot find here in Spain. There are models that are really great, well made with the design, the last and everything, and are just for there. And here in Spain you find just like a regular things for Berwick, which, I mean, if you like them, it's okay, it's fine. We have also the other group that I think even there are more in this group. These are the ones that are obsessed with Lord Piana's, Balenciaga's, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, all this LVMH group that is growing a lot, especially in China. Especially when they came here. Actually, if you go to London, it's crazy. You see a lot of Chinese people just waiting there on the queues outside the store, waiting to get everything. they get everything that they can, because they love that. They love how all the tradition that you're going to get. We know that it's not as it used to be. I mean, this second group is especially more focused, more obsessed with brands. Oh no, we want Chanel, we want this because it's the French, blah blah blah, and if you go to Paris you need to get the things from Chanel or Louis Vuitton, or if you came to Spain also get the things for Loewe, which is also a Spanish brand. This kind of obsession with the heritage. But it's not as used to be anymore, and now it's just a fucking crazy expensive thing that the quality is not even related. But they don't know any other local brands that we have here, like the ones that we just mentioned, like Carmina, Berwick, these kind of brands that are more in the middle with better quality and lower price. But they love that kind of obsession with brands. That also happened with Japanese around the start, around 20 years ago, I think even I have read something like half of them or even more have one thing or even more for Louis Vuitton in Japan, because they were obsessed with Louis Vuitton and with luxury brands. I think this is something that it only happens with their mentality. It's like they have like an obsession with things, with material things that they need to get. Like, I need to get the new Louis Vuitton, the new whatever thing is the new trend, the new luxury things. They don't buy things from Zara. I mean, they buy as well things from Zara, but they are obsessed with luxury. And I think this is only happening with Asians. They have like this kind of obsession. It's not happening as much with the Indian culture, which is also growing, and they are, developing the economy. I mean, probably they have also this kind of millionaires that they only want to buy these luxury brands. But in Asia, it's happening more in the mid class that is growing, and they want this kind of things. I think in the future, they are going to probably realize that you don't need to pay a lot for that. And probably, once they know how to make everything, maybe, let's say, if they are able to create new things, especially the group one, the one that is the fashion enthusiasts that value quality and not the brands, the one that they came here and get the machines and get everything. Probably we are going to see something similar in China. They are going to be more experts in fashion, and they're probably going to be the ones that are going to create things that we are going to want from them. Let's see how it's going to evolve over time. It was kind of surprising to me when I came for first time to Pichuomo to see a lot of Asians there dressing really well. And when I started knowing that they came to Europe, to Italy or London just to know, just to learn everything, and then came back after 3, 4, 5 years, whatever, to start their own business there, is when you realize, okay, yeah, you know how to do these kind of things properly. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.